We are back with Maine Democratic Senate candidate Graham Plattner. I just wanted to play a moment from your event last night. I talked about this a little bit earlier in the show. You had 700 people show up to a town that's about 2,300 people. So this was just a moment from it, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
I would love to be out protesting. I would love to be out knocking on doors. But I'll be honest, a person like me could get killed right now in this country. I believe in you, and I believe that you are a better man than you once were in the past, because I'm a better person than I was in the past. If I stand with you, will you fight with me? Will you stand up for me?
I firmly believe that every single American has the right to live the life they want to live in their own body as they see fit. I also fully recognize that as a cis white male with a bunch of tattoos and a long combat record, that I get to put myself out there in ways that other people don't. I just want to tell you, this is why I'm doing this. I am doing this because I know that I can say things. I know that I can have conversations. I know that I can knock on doors in places that a lot of other people can't have access to, that a lot of other people won't feel safe in. That is a responsibility that I feel, and it is why I am doing this. And I just want to say thank you, because I know how hard this is. Yeah, I just want to say that, yes, I will absolutely stand next to you. And if we ever have to go knock doors together, I'm happy to stand by your side.
I showed that because it was a really powerful moment from your event last night. But I think people watching who might be hearing about all those offensive posts and the tattoo for the first time might be surprised to learn that at this moment your poll numbers seem to be holding and big crowds are still showing up to see you. And I just wonder why you think that is. Why do you think that you've been able to weather all of this, at least for now?
I think because, honestly, the people of Maine can see when somebody is full of it and when they aren't. As you know, I've been all over the state, so that's the best part of doing this. I've been able to hold town halls from the most southern places all the way up to the Canadian border, from New Hampshire all the way over to the coastline. And everywhere I go, I get to talk to Mainers and I get to hear about what it is that matters in their lives. And for so many people right now, they just want to connect with the politics that is real. A politics that is accessible and looks and sounds like something they can understand, not kind of the horse race, not the negative ads, not just like the general negativity, which we're also used to now. It's also, I think for a lot of people, it feels very aesthetic and empty. People want to hear about policy. They want to hear about what is wrong and what we're going to do to change it. And that's what I've been doing. And I'm going to continue going all over the state and connecting with an immense amount of Mainers, because when you talk to people one-on-one, they can tell whether you're lying to them or not. And I think they see what's going on right now, and they just see it as the machine hitting back. And many of them are just, frankly, kind of rallying and saying that, no, we need to have a better politics. We need to have a politics that lets people grow. We need to have a politics that lets regular people into it. And I think that's why we're just maintaining an immense amount of support.
You said to that point, I mean, you also said at your event last night that you're running as a Democrat despite my party trying to destroy my life. And there's no question, I've talked about this on the show and otherwise. I mean, you had Chuck Schumer encouraged the governor to get in the race, to run against you. There's an outside fundraising committee. That happens in other races, but that certainly is a challenge. You're running as an outsider for sure, which is probably an advantage for you. But campaigns, I mean, they use opposition research. It can get very ugly. But these were comments you made, as you said, you knew they could come to light, a tattoo on your body. And when you say the party is trying to destroy your life, it sounds like a little bit like you're trying to shirk responsibility for things that you did and comments that you made.
Not in the slightest. I mean, for the record, I've not shied away from anything. I frankly have been doing nothing but interviews for the past week and a half on exactly this topic. I've talked about it at length with multiple news outlets. It's not that. It's the fact that it was never, no one was ever curious. You know, nobody ever asked me, you know, like about where, like, why I would have felt those things in the past, or if I am the same person today. You know, nobody had any curiosity about why would a guy who's been like an avowed anti-fascist his entire life have a tattoo that looks like something some fascists use. I mean, the answer was because I was in the Marine Corps and I got it with some other Marines, but nobody was curious. It just all came out as if this kind of wave, you know, all at a very specific moment in this race. And it is, you know, I know I'm getting into politics. I know it's a dirty game. I understand that. I have also lived, I live a regular life down here. And it's really interesting to have this whole power structure essentially turn on to try to drag my name through the mud. It's a surreal experience, if I'm going to be entirely honest. But I'm not trying to shirk responsibility in the slightest. It's why I've been happy to talk about it. We could have done something else, but I honestly believe that that talking about my journey to where I am now is one of the best things I can do, because I can show to people why I got my politics. Why do I care about universal health care? Why do I care about ending foreign military like adventurism? Why do I care about expanding childcare and taxing corporations so we can help rebuild American infrastructure? I mean, I didn't come up with these values. I earned them through my life, and I got here through the struggles that brought me to this point. And I want to talk about that.
Graham Plattner, I appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Jen.